Hey guys, welcome back to Grade 9 Science in the Optics unit as we continue to work through our lessons on lenses. Today we're going to focus on diverging lenses and a little bit of a take-up or review of the converging lenses EdPuzzle. So some of you guys let me know already that the EdPuzzle question number 4 asks if there's an object beyond 2f, how will it appear in a converging lens? It should have been a shrunken image. For some reason, the EdPuzzle did not. I mislabeled by accident. I mischecked the answer, and as such, the question, when you respond correctly, marks you as wrong. So what I will be doing to circumvent that issue was I decided to give you guys a bonus mark for that question. So everybody will get that question right. So everybody gets at least 1 out of 6 on this EdPuzzle. Okay, any questions about that? Okay, perfect. Moving forward, I'm going to share my screen so we can take a look at today's planner. So today we are going to look at concave lenses, and we'll have a quick tutorial on the drawing of the 3 essential rays. And then I will send you guys off to work on the Diverging Lenses EdPuzzle and Diverging Lenses worksheet. So before we get there, some housekeeping. I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page in terms of homework completion. We should have worksheet 7 finished. EdPuzzle, Converging Lenses finished. The PhET lab needs to have been submitted, as well as the gizmo needs to have been submitted. So I'm just going to take it off screen share right now, just to make sure that when I check the gradebook, everybody that's in here is caught up. It looks like so far so good. We have a few people that have not yet submitted the gizmo. That's okay. If you haven't submitted the gizmo and you need a little bit of extra help, let me know. If you haven't been able to submit the PhET and you need a little bit of extra help, let me know. To submit, please click File, Export As, and then go to PDF, and then upload the document as a PDF to our gradebook. Okay. So sharing my screen again with you guys. Let's take a look at the lesson from last class, quick review, and then move on to today's material. So last class, I asked you guys to work through worksheet 7. In worksheet 7, there were basically 5 things that you needed to show me that you were able to do in order to get full marks on a ray diagram drawing for a lens. So can anybody tell me what one of those 5 marks comes from?
Labeling.
Labeling. Okay, so what do I need to be able to label for a lens diagram?
The principal axis and all the different rays and the image.
Yeah, the principal axis and the different rays. Okay, Charlie, anything else you can think of that we need to label?
I had another question, Mr. Gate.
Oh, okay. Yep.
What do we need to submit as a PDF?
The PhET simulation and the gizmo. So the PhET simulation is this PhET refraction inquiry.
Okay, I already submitted those.
And the gizmo.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Andreas, anything else you can think of that we need to label, buddy? Sorry, dude, you're on mute.
The focal point.
Yeah, the focal point. Both of them, right? Are there more than one?
Is there like 4? And what's the other dots on the outsides?
We've got, in this case, for a converging lens, we've got the focal point on the right-hand side and the virtual focal point on the left-hand side. Leo, can you tell me what this is? Just outside, exactly double the focal point.
That's 2F.
That's 2F. What about over here? This is just outside the virtual focal point.
They called it 2F prime, I think.
Yep, 2F prime. Okay. What's this line here?
Axis of symmetry.
Yes, yes, sir. And what's this solid line here?
Principal axis.
Principal axis. Okay, perfect. So one of our 5 marks, marked out of 5. Okay, we needed to label this F prime, 2F prime, F, 2F. This is the axis of symmetry. And this is the principal axis. Okay. What is one of the rays that I can draw for this ray diagram? Tony?
The one that goes through the axis of symmetry.
Sure, yeah. I can just draw a line straight through the axis of symmetry. Okay. What's another ray that I can draw?
Parallel to the principal axis and passing through focal point.
Yeah, okay. Parallel to the principal axis, it hits the axis of symmetry. Sorry, not very parallel there. And then it goes through. Oh, that's hideous. That's terrible. I'm going to see if I can do an actual line here. Boom. Boom. Okay, and what's the third one that I can draw? Andreas? You gotta unmute yourself, dude.
Through F primed and parallel to the parallel to principal axis.
Okay. So through F prime, and then it will reflect. Oops.
You need to pick another line. Like go to draw again.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Thank you. Good tip. Okay. Are these rays converging anywhere, gentlemen? No. So what do we think we need to do with these rays?
He's still behind.
And
Extend them, right? I gotta edit this one because I messed up a little bit. Where'd my mouse go? There we go. And like Andrea said, I need to go back to draw and select another line. That's what I did wrong on this one. Okay, so then I've got those rays. Let's extend them backwards. Okay, so the 3 lines all converge to this virtual focal point here. And so we have a magnified image, don't we? Is this a real or virtual image, gentlemen?
Virtual.
Okay, so we've got our rays. We've got our image. What about our salt? Is it bigger or smaller?
Bigger.
Attitude.
Upright.
Right.
Location.
Behind the lens.
Sure. I'm going to use the word left of lens.
Okay.
And type.
Virtual.
Virtual. Cool. Awesome. How fitting. A virtual image for these virtual times. Tony has his hand up. Is that a question, Tony, or were you looking to answer?
Yeah, I have a question. 2 questions actually. If we say behind the lens or in front of the lens, would we get marks off?
Sorry?
If we say behind the lens or in front of the lens, would we get marks off?
No, No, I would accept either.
Okay. And second question, why are the 2 points called prime?
Because they are the virtual focal points. So prime is just another way of saying they're the secondary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on then to diverging lens. Oh, Andreas, you're on mute, dude.
It's like the
To,
fifth time.
to the right of the one we just did, what happens when it's on the focal point? The image is on the focal point.
No image can be created.
Correct.
So is it okay if I just write it? It's on focal point.
Yeah, no image forms.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty, so the same rules apply to the marking of diverging lenses. Okay, so 2 marks for salt, 1 mark for the labels, 1 for the rays being drawn correctly, and 1 for the image being drawn correctly. The 3 rules, as you can probably already imagine, similar to how concave and convex mirrors had the same rules but just flipped, same thing applies to lenses. So an incident ray traveling parallel, let me make one quick point clear before we move forward. So in this case, the focal points flip. So this is now what we would call the principal focal point for a diverging lens, and this is the virtual focal point. So the incident ray will that's traveling parallel will refract away from the principal axis as if it came in line directly from the focal point. Okay. As such, if you're traveling towards the focal point, it will refract parallel to the principal axis. And if we have a ray that goes through the axis of symmetry, it will be left unaffected. So those are the 3 rules summarized there for you for a diverging lens. Okay, so you have plenty of examples to work through once again, and you have an EdPuzzle that should help you through all of this. Are there any questions before I let you guys get to work?
Yeah, one question.
Okay, Tony.
Why are there 2 focal points or 2 prime points?
1 is F and 1 is 2F. So it's just double the distance of the focal point, which has a significant impact on the orientation of the image. So we
Okay.
mark it out so that we know. Any other questions?
Mr. Gate, so do we just need to complete it, or do we have to like submit it or something?
Just completing the worksheets. This is just like regular worksheets that we do in regular school, right? When you do the worksheets, we do a little homework check every now and then, making sure that you're getting your homework done. This is for you guys to practice. No assignment associated with this class today, except for the EdPuzzle. Okay? All right, gentlemen. So I'm going